Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Made for Exports. This is episode 14. It's been an interesting journey all this while. You're welcome to episode 14 of Made for Exports. How has your day been? How has your week been? Um, where are you joining me from? I'm joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. It has rained today in my own location. I don't think it rained in all locations. I wouldn't know. But it has rained in my own location, and it's uh, it's a cold evening. So how is it in your own neighborhood, in your own country? Okay. It's another episode of Made for Exports, and my guest is in already. Um, and Made for Exports is brought to you by Fortress 20 Global, and what we do is to showcase. Casey has gone into discouraging the export of raw products, and we've said let's start processing, and a lot of effort has gone into processing into export standard. We have been able to achieve that. The only challenge is that the general public, don't know about some of these products. And that is the why of the Made for Export series. Um, it's to promote value added products from Africa, is to connect suppliers to buyers for direct purchases, is to ensure that you, the buyer, get authentic and good quality products. And ultimately, we want to showcase our value added products so that we can establish market access and linkages for them. I have a very wonderful guest joining me this evening. She's in already, and I'm just admitting her. She has sent me a request, and I'm just waiting for her to come in this evening. And this evening promises to be a very, very interesting conversation. Um, we're looking at the health and beauty value chain and the products that my guest has added value to in that value chain, right? Um, okay. Um, I'm just waiting for her to come in. I have accepted her request, and I'm sure she's going to come in very, very shortly. But in the meantime, tell me where you're joining me from and how the weather is in your own city. How has your day been? How has your week been? Um, how is everything going generally? Uh, okay, I'm sure my guest should be in any minute from now. Good evening, Ma. Um, I have accepted your request. Okay, let me accept it again. I'm sure you'll be able to come in any minute from now. What have I? Okay. Okay, I think it's the internet that is just playing tricks on us, but I'm sure my guest should be able to come in anytime soon. Yes. Good evening, Ma.
Good evening. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Ma. It's such a pleasure to have you here. That was the internet just playing some tricks on us just there. I'm sure it's fine now. It's a pleasure to have you here this evening, Ma. You are looking very radiant, and
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
well, yeah, you're very welcome, Ma. You're welcome.
Thank
Okay, so I'll just read my guest profile, and then we can get into the conversation for today. Um, for some reason, my system is okay. I think it's back up now. My system went off, but it's coming back on. I'm sure that it should be back up any minute from now. Yeah, welcome once again, Ma. Yeah, very, very welcome. Um, this evening we are going to be looking at the health and beauty value chain, and my guest this evening is a doctor, and she has successfully moved into agro processing. That's part of what she's going to tell us this evening. So just stay with us this evening. The conversation is going to be very, very interesting. You're going to glean a lot of knowledge. I'm just going to read my guest profile, and then we can get right into the conversation.
Yes.
Um, okay. Dr. Labo Osude is a dentist turned entrepreneur, and she's the CEO of Kalos Health and Beauty Products, one of Nigeria's leading organic farms. She also leads Trinity Dental Supplies Limited, a company specialized in dental equipment and supplies. Her educational journey began at Holy Child College, Cape Coast, Ghana, followed by A-levels at Davis Tutorial College in Brighton, UK. Then she attended the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, earning a BDS in dentistry in 1985. How old were you then? I was a toddler. She completed her housemanship and residency at Luth. She worked at Luth from 1986 to 1995. In 2013, she ventured into organic farming, starting with moringa, later expanding into poultry, rabbit farming, and natural skincare products. Her company engages in manufacturing for other brands and produces its own product line. Dr. Osude is a member of several professional organizations, including the including dental associations and organic agriculture practitioners of Nigeria. She is happily married with children and grandchildren. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us this evening. You can go ahead and welcome my guests in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's get right into it. So, no, we're looking at your profile, and I'm very quick. I'm very curious. You're a dentist and you practiced for years. So, how did you transition from dentistry to agribusiness? Did anything happen that necessitated this transition?
Yes, actually, something happened. I had backache, and someone
Hmm,
introduced moringa. And the first few ones I bought did nothing actually, but I didn't like them
hmm,
at all. So when I complained, he told me maybe the one I bought was not good. So he now told
hmm,
me what to look out for when I'm buying the next one. So I knew what to do, and I did some research online. So I got to know that what I was buying was actually denatured moringa. So I finally
hmm,
got a good one to buy, and it actually helped me. I could sleep better, the pain was relieved. So I decided, since this thing works, let me grow it and have it at my disposal. And of course, my husband had a piece of land somewhere we were not using. So I decided to
hmm,
plant it. So the moringa came out and it grows very well actually. And I decided, okay, let me do the tea and the powder. So I did the tea and the powder, and I was taking it. I was also preaching it because I mean, when you find something good, you tell others about it.
hmm,
People started asking for it, and that hobby became a business. And then
hmm,
I learned about how to process the moringa into soap. So I started doing soap. And then one day, one man came to my farm, one man named Mr. Saka. So he looked at my farm and said, Doctor, but with all this land, you could do something that will yield you more than what moringa is yielding you. I know you are passionate about moringa, but you should make some money as well. He said,
hmm,
in fact, what you're going to do can be the fertilizer for your moringa. Of course, that made me my ears, I became very attentive. Something that would aid my moringa plant. He said you could do
hmm,
poultry and the manure for your moringa. It's still part of organic farming. I said, okay, fine. That makes sense. So I started the poultry. So I was doing the moringa tea, moringa powder, moringa soap, and then the poultry came in. And then the poultry took over because it was like every 6 weeks you are selling your birds and you are making
hmm,
money. So the poultry became even bigger than the moringa farm itself. And then along the line, as you're doing anything you're doing, you have to read and research. I learned that rabbit urine was even more potent than chicken manure. So I bought some
hmm,
rabbits and started growing rabbits because all I wanted was to grow my moringa, anything that would make my moringa better. So I went into rabbitry, and then I was doing it, fertilizing my moringa, processing my moringa. So I established my products, the moringa plants, the moringa tea, moringa powder, and the moringa soup.
hmm.
Um, what year was this? I think in 2013. Later that year, my daughter had her baby in the US. So,
Hmm.
as they say, as a grandma, I had to go for a mugo to go and help my daughter.
Hmm.
So, we came to the US together, and of course, I had a lot of time on my hands. So, I decided, okay, since I was doing the soap, let me perfect it. Let me learn more about the soap making. So, I attended some schools here while I was here. I did some training while I was here. And that opened my eyes to other skincare products that I could do
Hmm.
naturally. That was how the skincare line came to be. Because I wanted to do
Hmm.
soap for my granddaughter. So I started with I started in the hotel room producing my soap for my granddaughter because we're here for about 3 months. Yeah. By the time I got back home, I said I've come back with a product, and I started giving it out. Any newborn baby, that's my gift to them. So that one went very well. People started asking for it. I started bottling my soap to sell, and then the other products came along as people were requesting for it. I was producing, and then I had people who would come to me and say, "Can you produce this for us?" And then my experiment starts. I'll start my formulation, and then I give them the samples until they are okay with it. They try, give people to try, and then when they are okay, we produce a mass for them, and then they go and sell. They go and label it and sell. So my children now decided, since you are doing it for others, why don't you create your own brand? This family and friends, let's go public. So we decided to come up with the brand Dr. Labos. I'm Labo. My first name is Labo. Short form of my first name is Labo. So we named it Dr. Labo. And then it started. It was all a hobby turned into business.
Okay, so what year was this? What year did you formalize and register a business?
I think I registered the business in 2013. But before then, I was just selling without label. Of course, family and friends, you don't need label. You don't need anything fancy. So it's even in them, I was just, it was Kalos. Okay, it was Kalos. It was Kalos. The company's name was Kalos. So we just put Kalos soap, Kalos moringa soap, Kalos moringa tea. Yeah. I think 2018 that Dr. Labos came to be. Before then, there was no Dr. Labos. Produce and then sell to people who were going to resell.
Okay, so at the beginning, it was more of producing for people to resell the products. So
yes,
they must have got some value, and then they were willing to pay you to produce for them, and then they would go back and sell.
In fact, the first few products that we actually registered were the ones that were moving from that the customers were requesting for. They come and say, okay, they have bought this product and come again. I said, this thing is moving. So it was easy for me to start my line with the fast moving ones. I already knew which ones they were selling more of. Yes. So we started like that.
Okay, which ones did you start with exactly? Which ones were these ones that were moving?
They were the turmeric glow scrub. There was the face wash. We had a face wash for normal skin, and we had a face wash for acne. Then we had the toner, and we had the cream, and then we had the um, black soap.
Okay. Okay. So how many products did you start with then, and how many products do you have now?
Initially, it was just the moringa tea, moringa powder, zobo tea, and moringa soup.
Okay, so there was zobo tea somewhere along the line.
Oh, yeah, there was zobo tea. I forgot to mention. Yes, there was zobo tea along the line. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how many do you have now, Ma?
I think I'm about 21.
Wow.
I'm about 21.
Okay, do you have samples there that you can show to us?
Yeah.
Can you run us through some of the products? Okay, Ma. Okay.
This is the moringa tea.
Okay.
I don't have the powder here. Then this is the zobo tea.
Okay.
And then I have the soursop tea.
Soursop tea.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I had to plant the soursop. You know, everything I tried to do, I tried to source it from my own farm. So I planted. So
Hmm.
I have soursop trees. I have Zobo is the only one that is from the market. The raw materials are from the market. But the soursop and moringa, they're from my farm. And then
Okay.
we have glow scrub, turmeric glow scrub.
Okay.
And then we have the carrot body milk.
Okay.
And then we have the black soap with kojic acid and turmeric.
Okay.
A few years ago, about 2 years ago, I got an inspiration to do these ones. I got
Okay. That was my network. It went off temporarily there. Dr. Labo was telling us about some of the products that she has. She started with 3 and she's now on 21 products. Okay, she's back. We were talking about some of the products. And some of the teas are actually from her farm. She has soursop tea, she has hibiscus tea, she has moringa tea. She was showing me the shea butter with essential oils before my network went off. She's back on now, and I'm just trying to get her in. I think network is just interesting this evening. I'm sure she would come in shortly. Yeah, because the conversation just really, really started. And I wouldn't want, okay. She just said that she couldn't join. So let me accept again. Um, I'm sure she'll be, yes. Okay, ma. Okay, ma, you're back now. Apologies for that. My network totally went off. Okay, ma.
okay.
Okay, ma. You were showing us the shea butter with essential oil.
Yes. So, like
Okay.
I said, inspiration to add vitamins A, C, and E to shea butter, and then whip it and add
Okay.
essential oils. So I went ahead and did that. In fact, at that time, my granddaughter we had a I think she was 3 months old or less, and she had a lot of rashes. We don't even know
Hmm.
what it was. I had been to the doctor, they had changed creams several times, and nothing happened. But this day,
Hmm.
I was just sitting there, and my daughter said, "Mommy, that's your shea butter. Should we try it?"
Hmm.
No harm in trying. Maybe that's why even God said I should do it. So she tried,
Hmm.
and within 2 weeks, the thing cleared. Up till now, we have not seen it again. It just cleared.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I can hear you now. Okay.
This is the one without the vitamins, but it's also whipped and with essential oils. So
Okay.
they make the use of shea butter very pleasant. They have a heavenly smell. And then
Hmm.
just recently, of course, we do souvenirs like this is the shea butter now as a souvenir.
Oh,
This
yes. I
is
got
Zobo.
I was saying to someone that I got souvenir shea butter souvenir at a particular party one time. I felt it was a very thoughtful souvenir.
And we do the Zobo too in small packs for souvenirs. We do any product we can do.
Oh.
Yes, we have small packages for souvenirs. And this is
Mm.
our latest addition. This looks clear.
Okay.
That's what I'm wearing now. It looks clear, but when you put on your lips, it turns
Okay.
pink. My daughter
Oh.
calls it magic. She calls it magic. It's a lip
Wow.
gloss, but it's clear, but it goes pink on the lips. So that's
Mm.
the latest one, yes. And of course, somebody asked me to produce it for her, and then we
Hmm.
decided to label it.
Hmm.
That's what happened.
Wow. 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 This is
We have
lovely.
some facial
This is lovely.
products as well. We have products for hyperpigmentation, anti-aging. These are serums and creams.
Okay.
So we have those as well.
Yeah, someone was asking, is that lip gloss? Yes, it's lip gloss.
It's lip oil.
But
Lip
oh,
gloss and
lip
yeah,
oil.
we have it in lip oil and lip gloss, yes. And they are clear, but they turn pink on application.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That's lovely. That's very lovely. Okay, so for your products, what will you say distinguishes your own product from other products on the market? You know, there are so many products on the market. What will you say makes your products different?
They are natural. We try to be
Hmm.
as natural as possible. If if the ingredient does not exist naturally, then it must be naturally produced. For instance, I give you an example. There are many forms of vitamin C, chemical
Hmm.
vitamin C, but the one we use is the natural one.
Hmm.
Yes, we try to go as natural as possible, and we try to do the things that are not harsh on the skin. So our products can be used by the most sensitive skin without any problems.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes.
So the products are natural. They are natural
Mm-hmm.
products.
Not what you
Hmm.
have that they call organic that bleaches people. No, natural. So it's not changing your color from shade one to shade 5 to shade 1 or whatever they call it. We are not changing shades. You glow.
Hmm.
We don't bleach. We glow. It
Hmm.
gently, very gentle on the skin, and well, that's what we all use in my house.
Wow.
And
Wow. That's very lovely, ma. That's very lovely. So the machines you use for processing, do you get those machines locally? I know that you are here and there, but the machines you use in your processing, are they local machines or are they imported machines?
most of them are imported.
Hmm.
Most of them are imported. I have,
Hmm.
I think I have a meal that is locally produced. That's about all.
Hmm.
That's about
Okay.
a disc meal. A disc meal. Every
Hmm. Okay.
packaging machines, the mixers, everything is imported.
Hmm. Okay, someone is asking here that for the black soap, is it unisex?
Yes, it is.
Can male, okay,
Yes, it is.
okay, so male and female can use the black soap. Yeah. Okay. Okay, ma. Okay, then for the quality of the products, you know how it is that when a product first of all hits the market, the product is excellent. We all love it. You know, we say that the product is good and all of that. But how do you ensure that the product quality remains consistent over a period of time? Are there certifications that the products have? Is there a process to ensure that for every single Dr. Labo's product, when I use those products, I get the same result over and over again?
Yes. We produce with our formula. We never gauge anything. We weigh everything and we follow our formula from beginning to the end. The challenge we might have, like I had one challenge some time ago. I bought one raw material from a shop in Nigeria, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. When customers started complaining, I had to open it and see what was happening. When I bought it, it looked darker than the usual. But for most natural things, you don't expect the same color, the same consistency every time. Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, there's a slight difference. Like, I'll just give a very simple example. You pluck a mango from a tree today. That same tree, that mango you pluck maybe next week might not be the same taste. One will be sweeter than the other. Meanwhile, from the same tree. Okay, so when you're making that mango juice, one mango juice might taste sweeter, and you think, did they put sugar into this thing? Meanwhile, there was no sugar put in there. It was just that batch that came out like that. So once in a while, you have slight difference, but basically, the end result is the same. The end result on the same is the same, because you're using the same method, the same ratios, the same ingredients. You can prepare something today. You have the same ingredients, but if you change the method, what you will have is going to be different. So we follow our procedures religiously.
So that means that there's like a standard, like an SOP that is followed.
Yes.
And what certifications do you have? You have certifications for the products?
Yeah, we are NAFDAC certified for some of them. We have FDA certification. We have FDA certification as well. And we have NOAN, which is the organic certification.
Okay, there's someone who is really engaging you this evening, and she says that, do you have distributors for your products? If one wants to be a distributor, how can we go about it?
They can just
someone is asking.
Yeah, we're actually looking for distributors because people are requesting outside Lagos now, and selling to them has become so expensive now. Before we had a deal with UPS, so it was easy. We were doing all over Nigeria. We had a very good deal with UPS. So it wasn't an issue. So we could send anywhere in Nigeria. But now, because of all that is happening in Nigeria, the cost of sending out of Lagos has become expensive. So we are now looking for distributors in different areas who can stock, and then when we have the customer, we just refer them to the distributor.
That distributor. Yes. Okay, so please send her a DM at Dr. Labos. I'm sure that she'll respond to you. And for other people who are watching or who will watch afterwards, if you want to be a distributor of Dr. Labos products, and she has lovely products. For the women, if you've missed the list of products, she has showed us some very, very amazing products. You might have to go back to see some of those products, or go to her IG and then see some of the products. Okay, Ma, so how have you been able to keep up with technological trends to stay relevant in the marketplace? Every once in a while I see your videos on IG and I'm like, oh my goodness, you are really trying. You have those those tops, and then you say buy this one, and then you have to sit through those videos. So how are you able to keep up with technological trends? How easy has it been for you to adopt social media marketing?
Of course, because of my age, you can imagine it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I'm old school. But there's this lady, Amara Tassie. She kept pushing. I training about a year or two ago. She has some.
Hmm.
She's very good. I'm not marketing for her, but she's very good. So I attended her training.
Hmm.
She taught us about how to do Facebook ads, and that with those ads, you don't actually need anybody to help you sell your products. And the thing
Hmm.
she was calling that she pumps into adverts, I felt it was ridiculous. So
Hmm.
I was never bold enough to try it. But recently, I decided to try it.
Hmm.
Honestly, technology is the way. Social media is the way forward. Social
Hmm.
media is the way forward. Honestly, because we started those ads and our sales just went up. Now we are looking
Hmm.
for distributors because they are calling us from
Hmm.
everywhere.
Hmm.
Us from everywhere, and luckily, luckily our customers are giving people referrals. We're getting referrals from our customers, so
Hmm.
it has become social media is powerful, honestly. So we had to actually get somebody to manage that for me. I didn't do it myself.
Hmm.
Even though I attend the trainings, I learned so that way I can monitor what they are doing. So we have people who are managing
Okay.
social media, but I monitor them closely.
Hmm. And you also have to sit through the videos, because I see the videos all
I'm
the
my own
time.
influencer now.
And you are doing a very good job of it. Every time I see the videos, I'm like, wow, wow,
They keep
wow, this is
pushing
just
me.
so lovely.
Doctor, we need another video.
Yeah.
Doctor, in fact, I've done a video today. We need another video. Must it be me? He said, yes, it must be you. Do it. Since you are your own ambassador, do it. So they keep pushing me to do
Wow.
more videos. And it's actually helping the business. It's actually helping.
Hmm. 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 Let's talk about costs. So in recent time, there has been the rise in energy costs, raw material costs, cost of fuel. How have you managed the impact of these costs on your operations?
Quite frankly, that has been tough. That has been tough.
Hmm.
We tried for a while not to increase prices, but in the end we had to
Hmm.
because cost of material has gone up.
Hmm.
Delivery cost has gone up. And
Yeah.
most people want their orders delivered very fast. They can't come to you.
Hmm.
They want you to. Everything has become very easy nowadays. You sit down in your living room, you place an order, and you expect it to arrive tomorrow. So
Hmm.
we are also on they are pushing us. We are also running to keep up, and the cost of delivery has gone up. So
Hmm.
and we don't want to cut corners. So cost of materials went
Hmm.
up. We are absorbing some of the cost of delivery, but for the cost of raw materials, we had no choice but to
Hmm.
prices. Yes, it's affecting everything. Running of the generators, everything is affected.
Hmm.
Everything is affected.
Hmm. Hmm. I know that I've spoken with quite a number of people, and one of the things that everybody agrees on is the fact that they don't want to cut corners, and the quality of their products are not going to drop because the cost have increased. Pricing might change, but then the quality of the product, it will not be tampered with.
Definitely, definitely,
Mm.
definitely. In
Mm.
fact, some of those I used to produce for. I don't produce for them anymore because it has become expensive, and they want me to water it down,
Ah.
and I can't do that. I can't do that because
Mm.
they want something cheaper because the customers want something cheaper. So I say, if I do anything cheaper, I don't guarantee the results. I'm giving
Yeah.
you the word that if you use this, it will do this. Now, if I remove something from it, how can I guarantee the result is going to give you?
The
It can't
same.
be the
Yes,
same. It can't be
yes.
the same. So some lines have been discontinued because of cost of raw.
Hmm.
I advise them if it's not selling, just discontinue that line. Rather than
Mm.
your quality and then the customers are complaining. Because they'll come back and complain. I bought it
Mm.
last month. It worked very well. This month, the one I bought is not working. You keep hearing that if you change your quality. And you don't want to hear that from your customers. Customers are very key to any business. So you want to make sure that
Yeah.
the products. So rather than cut corners, you continue that line. That's my philosophy. I believe.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay. Customers, the prices are rising. Well, the thing is, we all know that. Okay. That was my network again, and I hope it doesn't go off any longer. My guest was just talking about the cost of raw materials and keeping quality constant. The network is really interesting, and I'm sure my guest is already back. We're talking about the cost of raw materials and keeping quality standards constant, while trying to manage the cost of raw materials. She's back on. Let me just bring her back in. Network, cooperate with us. This has been a very, very enlightening session, very interesting session. I'm sure my guest should come back in any time from now. And so I was saying that customers, we all have to make adjustments for one another because we want the same quality. And if, okay, it's saying she's not able to join, let me go live again. And if we are saying that the products should be of a particular quality, then we have to be able, okay. Okay. Your video has gone off.
Even something is going off.
Okay, I can hear you, ma, but your video has gone off. I don't know why that has happened. There's a young entrepreneur that is waiting for their own
Come
turn.
and say hello. Come and say hello to my friend. My friends.
Hello.
Tayo, Tayo, come and say hello to my friends. Yeah. That's
Hello.
my granddaughter
I
who
can't.
had the rashes.
Oh,
Hello.
okay. She's your model.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
You may go. You may
I,
go.
I can't
Bye.
see. I can't
Mama is
see
busy.
you, but I can hear you.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
No, I
Oh wow.
can't. I think your video is turned off.
Turn off.
Yes. I can hear your voice, but I can't see you. Okay, I can't hear your voice any longer. Um,
Yeah, it's charging. Okay, the phone. I think the battery is low.
oh, okay. So it automatically turned off.
Yes, I.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Okay. But we can hear you.
No, it says leave.
Um,
Leave and rejoin.
okay. Just challenges. Oh, you can see her. I can see her. Someone is saying they can see, but I can't see you. So, that's interesting. Oh, you could see her. I couldn't see her. Can you imagine? That's very interesting. So maybe that's my own network now. Uh, okay, okay. Although I think she has left now, and she'll just rejoin. Okay, okay. someone is saying you can't see her. I'm sure she'll be back shortly. I think she has left and she'll come back on shortly. Let me just look out for her. Network is just this conversation is a very, very interesting conversation. Um, and I just want us to see. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, ma. Are you still on? I can't see you. I can see your message and I can't hear you any longer. Um, okay. Okay, okay. I can see your request now, and I'm accepting the request. I'm sure we should be able to go live in a couple of minutes. And okay, yes,
Finally,
yes, you're back now. Wow.
finally.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
So we're talking about the cost of raw materials, and that was what we're talking about before we went off. So I want to ask this question. So looking back now, if you were to start Dr. Labos all over again, what do you think you would do differently from the benefit of standing where you are standing now? And looking back, what do you think you'd have done differently from when you started?
Okay. I would I would leverage on technology.
Hmm.
Yes. And I would have a structure in place. I started as a
Hmm.
hobby, so there was no structure.
Hmm.
And then you know how people are. They've been working for a while, you introduce something new and they don't want to change.
Hmm.
But if that had been in place before they joined you, it would have been an easy flow. So I would have loved if I had to start, if I was to start again, I would have a business plan, the structure in place, and then have my social media as my back.
Okay. Okay. So if you were to start all over, you'd have a structure and then you leverage on technology.
From start.
Okay. Okay. So do you have challenges selling your products locally or even exporting them? Are there any obstacles you faced in that regard?
Initially, I had issues selling locally. I was doing more.
Hmm.
I was doing more of exports. Like my products are
Hmm.
they are on Walmart. They are in some shops in Houston,
Hmm.
but I wasn't selling much in Nigeria until social
Hmm.
media, like engaged in social media, because I
Hmm.
don't have a physical. I don't have a physical shop. I'm used to
Okay.
manufacturing for people to go and sell. And
Hmm.
then when I had my own brand, I was just doing it in my office. So my products are in my office in Magodo. I don't have a physical skincare shop.
Hmm.
So I wasn't reaching
Hmm.
out to people. I wasn't reaching out to people. They said, "Oh, there's no working shop." So when I
Hmm.
leverage on social media, it just went boom because everything is
Wow.
online. Yes. So
Hmm.
the order either through Instagram or Facebook or website, and it has made things very, very easy.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
I'm selling
Hmm.
more in Nigeria than I'm selling in the US now. Before it was the other way around.
Hmm. That's very interesting. So you have been able to navigate that obstacle to sell to leverage on social media to sell more to the local market than you have with the international market, and that's just very lovely. I know that we have talked about distributorship opportunities and you have said yes, that you offer distributorship opportunities for those who are willing to distribute locally and internationally. And then you've also spoken about custom production. You talked about souvenirs. Okay, so just touch on that a bit. For those who want I want the lip gloss. I want like 500 of it produced. Produce these products for me. I want souvenirs. I want bulk packaging. Is that a service that you provide?
Yes, we have two models we use. For some people, for instance, if I'm producing the lip gloss for them, I'll produce
Mm,
it in buckets and they take it there,
mm,
they bottle it themselves, they label it themselves. For others, they don't have where to bottle. So they say label it, they bring me their design,
mm,
we print it and label it. So everything is done by us. They just take the finished product away. For
mm,
others, they rob the product, but not bottled, not packaged, and they go on
mm,
package. So we have the packaged and unpackaged options.
mm.
So it depends on what they
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is this for all of your products or just for a select few?
At the moment, it's for a select few, but nothing stops us from doing for all the products. A select few because
Mm.
those are the ones that are moving. Like I said before,
Okay.
they were buying it, yes. But if somebody comes today and wants something that I don't sell much of, and she thinks you can sell much of it, so be it. I'll do it for her. So any of our
Mm.
products we can do, we can do.
Okay, so where can people place orders for your products if they need them? I can see that someone is asking what is the cost of the lip oil and the lip gloss. But for people who are on this live or who are going to watch this video later, if they want to place orders for your products, where can they place orders?
On our website,
Okay,
www.kaloshealthandbeautyproducts.com, or
okay,
on our Instagram page, dr.labos, dr.labos, or Facebook, Kalos Health and Beauty, Kalos Health and Beauty Products.
okay. Okay, so for those of you who want to place orders, Dr. Labos on IG, Kalos Health and Beauty Products on Facebook, then the website. I think there's a link to the website from Dr. Labos
Yes,
on IG, so you can just click on the link to the website. I think they can also send a DM. They can
you can
send a
also send
DM
it.
to you. Yeah,
Yes.
so you can also send a DM to her on IG and then she'll be sure to respond to you. And for those who think that
In fact, let me
they
give them
want
an
to go
offer.
into Bali.
Anybody from
Oh,
this
okay.
section who wants to buy should mention your name and they will get 10% discount.
Oh, wow.
They
That's a
should just
very big
reference
one.
this meeting and they will get a discount.
Oh, wow. That's a very big one. So Dr. Lamo is being generous to everyone this evening. And she's saying that if you just mention that you joined this IG live, she's going to give you a 10% discount on the products. Thank you so, so very much. But that's a very, very generous discount. So please take advantage of that discount. Just mention that you were on her IG live, and then you are going to get that discount. Thank you so much, Ma. I really appreciate this. Very, very, very lovely. So I was going to ask, so for those that they think that they are too old or they are waiting for conditions to be perfect before they venture into the business of value addition, what would you advise them to do?
Age is not a factor. Money is not
Hmm.
a factor. The only factor
Hmm.
there is you and God. Find
Hmm.
something that you are passionate about. Start small. No matter how small it is, just start.
Hmm.
Like I told you, I had a piece of land we used it. But every other thing was done from my kitchen. Every other thing started from my kitchen before I even got a factory at all. So if I was waiting for a factory, I'd have wasted some years while waiting. And then, you know, one should not wait for too long. Once you have an inspiration, move with it. Move with it. You don't have to borrow money to start anything. In fact, I preach against borrowing money to start because you don't know whether it's going to sell or not.
Yes, there's no proof of concept yet.
My passion was moringa. Today I'm selling more skincare than moringa. So if I had borrowed money for moringa and I'm where I am today with moringa, what would I do? So start and whatever moves, then you pay attention to that. To that. It's just like when you go to school. You go to school, you qualify, and then you want to do masters immediately. I always ask them, why are you doing masters immediately? Go and work. Find what you love. Because it's a very wide field. You don't know what you love yet. What you are best in, what you are best in the practical sense of it.
Yes.
So explore. And then when you find which one is best for you, you run with it. That's my advice.
Okay, so you know, that's very, very valuable advice. I think sometimes you don't even know where the journey will lead you. Like if we go back to where you started from, all you were saying was moringa. You didn't even see skincare. And you know, skincare has now become very, very big.
Honestly.
Yeah, you know, so for those who are watching or will watch this video later, that thing that you want to start, you know, instead of waiting for the conditions to be perfect, the conditions are never going to be perfect. The cost of materials have grown higher and higher and higher, and you know, it might keep growing higher. But as much as possible, just make sure that you do something with that information that you have, and you know, keep moving. And you know, like Dr. Labo said to us, don't borrow money to start because there's no proof of concept yet. You know, if you are not able to prove that this is how I'm going to repay this money, please don't borrow money to start because I think that's one of the things that leads to all these tears that people have to cry because they have borrowed from different places. Okay, Ma. So, any parting words for us as we go this evening? This has been a very, very, very impactful session, and we've gleaned a lot of knowledge. But then, what would you like to say to us as we go this evening?
One, age is not a factor. KFC was 76 when you started KFC. So age is not a factor. Two, whatever you do, you must have a passion for that thing. Because if you don't have it for it, when the challenges come, you drop it. And then you are dropping one, dropping the next one, dropping the next one. You end up doing nothing. So look for something you are passionate about. Don't do it because everybody is doing it. Or because they say they're doing it. Do it because you have a passion for it. Yes, that's what most people do because they say, okay, this thing is selling, there's money in this thing.
There's money there.
No, I don't know. You don't know the tricks they are using. And whatever you do, at least 30 minutes a day, watch something on YouTube based on what you are doing. There's so many videos online. There's so many trainings, some free trainings online. Make sure you attend trainings and make sure you are making yourself better every day. Every day you should learn something product. how to make it better,
Hmm.
improve on your business. I
Hmm.
was in a class one day, in a training one day, and most of the trainings I attend, I'm usually one of the oldest or close. So I was in a training one day, and the woman said that was her birthday. She was 85.
Wow.
85. I was so inspired. 85K. Ah. So you see, there's no end to learning. You must
Hmm.
you must keep learning, you must keep improving yourself, and you must keep improving
Hmm.
your product.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
must keep improving your products. Either the package.
My guest was just about signing off, and the network went off again. You know, network has really been interesting this night. Just shortly. Um, Someone was asking a question just before we sign off. I'm sure that okay. Just trying to get my guest in. It has been a very, very, very insightful session with Dr. Labo today. And you know, she was just telling us that age is not a factor. She was telling us that you should go to YouTube. YouTube has a lot of resources and try to get better at whatever it is that you do. And she was also telling us about the fact that you shouldn't do it because they say there's money in it, right? You should do it because you have a passion for it. Because sometimes, okay, it's saying you're not able to join. Let me accept it again. Sometimes, when the journey gets difficult, not not getting money out of it. Okay, okay, we are back. So I'm sure that this last lap, you were just telling us some things to do, and someone was asking a question just right before we went off. That do you have a training for those who are interested in skincare and all of that? The person was asking that question.
Okay, I don't do trainings at the moment because anything I
Okay.
do is online. Yes. I have, if depending on what,
Mm.
depending on what she wants to learn, yes, I can do the training, but it has to be online.
Okay.
It has to be online.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
physically in Nigeria.
Okay. Okay, I think she just joined now. So, Dr. Labo is saying that whatever training you want to do has to be done online because she's not in the country currently. So you can't have a physical training. It has to be an online training. So if that works for you, that's something you can also ask her. It has been a very, very great honor having you here, man, listening to you and you know, just looking at the amazing products that you have been able to create over the years. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Please help me appreciate Dr. Labo in the comments. She's doing a great job of value addition, you know, putting health and beauty products on our shelves locally and globally. You can follow her on IG at Labos and order her products within or outside the country. Thank you again for joining us on our live. Remember the discount that she's offering to you and take advantage of that discount. It's a whooping 10% if you just mentioned that you joined this live. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for coming this evening. Thank you for speaking to us and enlightening us on what you do. Thank you for your dedication over the years for creating beautiful products. And, thank you for offering that discount. It's just such a beautiful thing to do. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. We are super, super grateful. Thank you, ma.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much, and I hope I've been able to convince some people to start.
Yes, yes, I hope so. And for those who are interested in distributing these products, send Dr. Labo a DM. You can be a distributor. For those who want to buy in bulk, Dr. Labo is here. For those who want Dr. Labo to customize products for you, she's here. You can always reach out to her. For those who want to give us souvenirs at parties, please give us beautiful souvenirs. Give us tea, give us lip gloss, give us shea butter. Dr. Lavo is here to make it happen. Don't worry about how to make it happen. Thank you so much, everyone, again for joining our live today. We'll be back next week, Saturday, with other value-added products from Africa. My name is Adito Kumbade. Until I come your way again next week, I will encourage you to think African and buy African. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
ma. Good night,
much.
ma. Thank you,
God
our
bless you.
audience. God bless you too, ma. Good night, ma. Good night. Good night.